What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Over the Octagon podcast. We're joined with a friend of a friend in this episode. Our friend Shaun Schubert from Red Seal Muay Thai has put us on with one of his students at his gym, Princeten Morelus, who will be fighting this Saturday, May 25th at Cage Titans 65. He'll be the first fight opening up this amazing card. Also, a little bit different. This is an amateur Muay Thai fight, and the first amateur Muay Thai fight in the state of Massachusetts that uses small 4-ounce MMA gloves with no shin pads. This is making leaps and bounds for the sport of Muay Thai. We're looking forward to this. Very excited. The boys are making the trip to Plymouth, Massachusetts. We will be front row in attendance for the entirety of Cage Titans 65. If you're going to be there, let us know. Let us know in a comment below. Hit us up on our social medias, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you see this. It's going to be a great one. Don't forget, man, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Like the video down below. Appreciate it. See you on the next one.
Hey, pussy, are you still there?
I actually admire that you can actually be this fake. And like when the TV comes on, how you can just change. You're the scum of the earth.
Don't doubt you, miss, I couldn't do it. The odds that I couldn't do it. Look at me now.
All right, what's up, everybody? We're here. Another episode of Over the Octagon. This time we're doing something a little bit different because we have a special guest with us and a member of a team that we're very familiar with in Red Seal Muay Thai. We have Princeten joining us. Princeten, how you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. How about yourself?
Good to see you. Thank you for coming on, approaching us, coming on, doing a podcast episode with us. We have kind of been following this thing a little bit as the fight has been announced, and it's really intriguing to us. So let's get the obvious stuff out of the way. So this is the first ever small glove Muay Thai fight in Massachusetts, amateur, because I know we've watched Shaun do small glove Muay Thai in Massachusetts before.
As a professional, that's right.
As a professional. So amateur small glove Muay Thai. This is the first ever small glove amateur Muay Thai fight, and without any shin pads either, correct?
Yes, correct.
So you still have elbow pads on, right? But no shin pads.
Yeah, that's right. Elbow pads and MMA gloves, obviously. So
MMA gloves. And so that's what I want to talk about first is how did, and maybe Shaun could speak to this as well, but like how did that kind of come about, right? I mean, we've watched amateur MMA for years and years and years with small gloves and no pads and all these different things, but Muay Thai for some reason like went by a different rule set. It really makes no sense.
Yep.
So how did we kind of get to this point to where we're able to finally get amateur Muay Thai Massachusetts with small glove, no leg pads? Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I know Michael Porver has been doing the best that he can, and he's been trying to get this going ever since Shaun got it going officially. So I guess it came down to eventually just getting two guys to finally agreeing to do so, and myself and Will Doolan have agreed to do so. So
I like that. We have agreed to do battle.
Yeah, war. Right. How does it feel to know that you are kind of, following, not necessarily following the same footsteps, but fighting under the same guy who was the guy who pioneered this into the sport, and now you have the chance to be the person to essentially follow that up and take it to where it needs to be.
Yeah, do that on an amateur level,
and then eventually get to that pro level fight, and then take it to where, like, who knows where it could go in Massachusetts or even across the whole entire United States,
Right. Honestly, it's awesome, man. I never imagined myself doing it like this, but I'm glad that it, came about, and it's just it's very exciting, because we have the gym, and like you said, this is the best gym in Massachusetts, man. So
Yeah.
working under Sean and seeing the grind that it truly takes to to get it done. I'm excited, so I look forward to it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely. We will be front row in attendance Saturday night.
Yes, sir.
So we can't wait. I just want this week to hurry up and get through, and we can get traveling and get up there. Him and our other co-host Nick live in Georgia. So they'll be taking a plane up Friday and flying into Boston. We'll be there for the fight Saturday. I live myself in Delaware, and I'll be driving about 6.5 hours. We'll get up there Friday evening, and it'll be our first Cage Titan event. We've kind of covered a lot of their events and a lot of their fighters.
Yeah.
Sean included. He knows pretty well. But so let's all right. So all of that aside, you have this fight Saturday. This is your first amateur Muay Thai fight.
Yep.
How did you get into Muay Thai? Why Muay Thai? Why a fight? I mean, kind of talk us through all that stuff. Like, what is wrong with you mentally to where?
Yeah, it's funny. After I started Muay Thai, I realized like not too many people are into Muay Thai or just boxing or combat sports in general. So not too many people sign up to get punched in the face or kicked in the head or stuff like that. But how I got into it, growing up, I always watched like UFC fights and all that, but I never really like committed to it. Football was always the dream. But
You played running back, right?
yeah, that's right. But yeah, so after football, I was looking into, just staying in shape and trying to, just do something else. And I ended up going to I met Jorgen de Castro at my local gym. And he invited me to his gym. And from there, since that very first day of like sparring with those guys over there, I pretty much fell in love with it, man. So, and another thing too, like I knew because a lot of people get into fights or fist fights or bar fights or whatever the case is, but I knew like if I were to get into a fight, like I couldn't properly defend myself because everybody thinks they can fight up until they actually get into a fight. So that kind of crossed my mind. And another thing too, like I work in corrections, so I go to prison every day. So I since starting this, I've definitely felt a lot more comfortable with myself, comfortable in my own skin, and not really worried about whatever happens because they can. Can we swear on this?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, people can fuck around to find out, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm definitely walking around with that confidence now. And so before it was for self-defense and learning how to properly throw a punch and stuff like that. But then I ended up falling in love with it. So
Yeah,
So-
it's a mental thing, man. Like I know growing up, I haven't trained in quite some time, but I know back when I did, it was the feeling of getting punched in the face and then being able to punch somebody in the face without consequences.
Right.
It's something about Muay Thai that's just special. Like I've done the the BJJ. I've wrestled for most of my life, but I will never forget training Muay Thai for the short amount of time that I did is just because the feeling of taking a punch and punching someone back legally is just the best feeling in the world. I don't know.
It is, right?
So you were a pretty good football player too, from what I understand, right? You played running back, and then did you play in college?
Yeah, so I had my time in college was very short. I went to Alabama State University. I ended up walking on to the program. I was there for about a year and a half, and then fortunately I had to come back home due to financial issues.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Same as plenty of us, I'm sure. So
oh yeah.
So all right, so but with that kind of football background, I mean, and we've seen a lot of the clips and the things, especially the Muay Thai training things that you've posted on Instagram. We've seen on Red Seal's page and Sean's page, and it doesn't seem to me that you look like a fighter that has no fights and little experience in Muay Thai. Do you feel like just your athleticism and kind of your background as an athlete throughout your entire life has really helped you and aided you in Muay Thai at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Without uh, with my history in football, because football is a pretty contact sport, so I feel like with that contact, that definitely made it a good and easy transition to into kickboxing and Muay Thai. So
And then, you played running back, so even just the power, the speed, a lot of the attributes that are necessary to be successful at a position in football like running back is, you kind of need a lot of those the same way in fighting, right? You need power, you need speed, you need agility, you need to be able to move your feet.
exactly.
We talk about footwork a lot in fighting. You talk about footwork with running backs as well, right?
Oh,
So it's pretty cool to where you can see athletes that can make that transition from one sport to another, especially when it comes to fighting. And now you get to, kind of break barriers, if you will, with this one on Saturday. So you're now, let's see, we're 5 days away from your first fight. How do you feel kind of your first ever fight week and leading up to Saturday? What's the feelings kind of going on right now?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely ready for the weigh-ins, I should say, Friday morning, because this weight cut, man, I did not know it was going to be like this. It's very tough, very challenging, and I've always wanted abs. I had abs, when I played football, but then after football, the abs were gone. But I have abs now, man. But these abs are a lot different compared to my football abs, man. These, this is real, man. This is the real deal. And they didn't tell me it was going to be like this. In order to get it, like, this is hard work, man. And
You worked for this.
yeah, man, I didn't realize it was going to be this tough, but yeah, definitely excited to to get to the day and to display what I've been working on these past couple of months. So
Absolutely. And so without giving too much away or anything like that, I know your opponent is relatively new in Muay Thai as well. He has one professional fight. What's kind of your game plan? Like I said, without giving too much away, but what is your game plan kind of going into it? How do you see your method of victory in this fight?
game plan is to do right and kill everything. So I don't want to, that's an acronym for Drake. I know he's
Yeah, I was
losing.
about to say. I was about to say it. I
I
already
know
knew.
he's losing that battle with Kendrick, but this won't be that. So
I like that. Do right
Do
and
right
kill
and
everything. Yeah. I love that, man.
Good way to
Uh,
think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like you kind of have to approach, a fight in that kind of mentality, right? I mean, you can't be passive. Everything has to be decisive, and you have to be intentional with what you do. But so I know we kind of talked about your history a little bit and leading up to this, but like at what point when you're training in these gyms and doing this, like at what point and what happened to where you were like, you know what, I will, like, can somebody around here get me a fight? Like, what did that look like? And what did that look like? And kind of like, how did you come to that realization yourself?
Right. Well, back in December, we were gearing up for a fight. That ended up falling through. And ever since then, I told Sean I wanted to I still had plans on competing, but at that time, I told him that essentially I wanted to be kept in the vault is how I put it, and I just wanted to continue grinding and just to feel a lot more comfortable with just the basics and just literally everything surrounding the basics. So I just wanted to truly work on my craft prior to feeling like how I feel now, which is I feel just about 100%, man, and I feel very confident in myself and in my abilities. So one day we were training, and after training, Sean and I were talking, and I told him that I felt like I was ready, and he agreed. And Cage Titans hit him up, and he told me about it, and
That's
it
dope.
got on and popping from there. So
That's
Yeah.
dope. Yeah, I know training under Sean. I mean, we've followed Sean's career for the past, for a little bit now. Ever since we first met him and first got to talking to him, we knew about a lot of his career. So I'm sure training under him, it's there's no doubt in my mind you're going to go out there and get it done because
I appreciate it.
you're going to train under a guy like him. I got all the confidence you're going to go out there and kill it. So.
I appreciate
And I
that.
even told Murky I didn't really know too much about you. I mean, I know
Right.
we both did our same research, but I told him the second I saw him, I said, "This guy's never fought before. There's no he's never had a fight before, like a fight." I was like, "No way, no. He's got it. He's locked. You look good, man. Like basically your training videos, all that stuff. You look good. You definitely don't look like you should be going in there for your first fight. Like, I think you're good."
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We have a ton of confidence, and like I said, we will be, front row for Cage Titan 65. All three of us. It'll be the first event that all three of us are attending together.
Yep.
And because like I said, we do this podcast, we record this virtually. We live 12, 14, whatever it is, hours away from each other. We do this on a weekly basis, sometimes multiple times a week. So we're extremely excited. We have some other guys that, we've had on our show as well that are fighting on this card. Joe Giannetti, who I think is the main event or co-main event. Andrew Valdina, who's, also fighting on this card.
It's a huge card.
It is, especially.
That's what got us to drop plane ticket money and Airbnb money to get out there and show some support because the boys are on the card. So
well, and I'll say this, man. I mean, we have like Joel was saying. I mean, we have the utmost respect for Sean and Red Seal Muay Thai. We've met them a few times, and I met with them while they were down here in Delaware, and we sat and broke bread. And the one thing I will say is, without even meeting you, but seeing, your affiliation with them, it definitely was kind of the icing on the cake for us on a reason to why to travel to Massachusetts, right? Why make this trip? And then to be able to, again, be a part of, even to witness, but to be a part of something that changes the fight game in the state of Massachusetts from this point forward is huge. As we've said to Sean many times, we're big fans of Muay Thai. We don't really understand why Muay Thai doesn't get the level of exposure and excitement that it should in the United States.
That's the best form of martial arts outside of wrestling, man. I don't care what anybody says, dude. Muay Thai and wrestling, like jiu-jitsu is awesome and all, but like I'd rather watch collegiate or Olympic wrestling and Muay Thai all day long.
Yeah. That's right.
Like MMA is all, like I love the UFC, but
and MMA, I mean, that's my comparison, right? I mean, everybody loves the UFC until they see two guys wrestling and laying on top of each other for 15 minutes. Then everybody says it's boring, but yet no one wants to tune in and watch the small glove Muay Thai fights to where it's essentially that, but with no takedowns in wrestling.
Exactly.
And all you get is dudes punching, elbowing, and kicking and kneeing each other. Right. I mean, it's the most exciting part of all combat sports, really rolled up into one.
Yeah. Because nobody's gonna say I'd rather watch two guys wrestle than Rod Tang versus Superlek or something.
Oh yeah, of course not.
Like, come on, nobody's gonna say that at all. I want to see elbows thrown. I want to see, I want to see blood. That's what you get with Muay Thai.
Yeah.
So Princeton, before we let you go, man, any shout outs you want to make or social media stuff? The floor is yours. Promote whatever you want or say whatever you want to say before we get out of here.
Well, it's Haitian Heritage Month, this month of May. So I just want to say shout out to all the Zols out there, and shout out to Sean, man, Shaun Schubert from Red Seal, man. He is the real deal, and I feel like my opinion may be biased, but I feel like he is like the messiah of like Muay Thai, man. So man, shout out to him, and I'm truly thankful and honored for this opportunity, and I'll be sure not to disappoint.
Hey, man.
Where can the people find you on social media, your Instagram, anything like that you have? Where can people find you?
Yeah, so my Instagram is Princeton at Princeton, and just Prince, and then TEN like the number 10, 2 underscores right after that, and you'll find me. So
Absolutely. Make sure
I'm-
anybody that's listening to the episode or watching this video up until this point, make sure that you follow Shaun Schubert and Red Seal Muay Thai, and now check out a guy making his amateur Muay Thai debut this Saturday, May 25th at Cage Titan 65. And yeah, man, we're excited. We're ready to go. Again, we thank you for coming on. Dirty, you got anything else before we let him go?
Nah, just Shaun, make sure you get that bathroom clean, buddy. I'm coming there 9:00 sharp on Saturday. Come pay you a visit, bud.
Yeah, all right, dude. Bring the whole crew, baby. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
we're coming, man. 9 a.m.
Yeah.
We're gonna be there waiting
I
to
like
say
that,
what's up, dude. Can't
Hell
let
yeah.
Murky be the only one to say what's up, even though we'll see you at the event. But we got to
Yeah.
check out Red Seal, man. It's part of the trip,
Yeah.
Man, yo,
We
bring some gear down, dude. Bring some camera, some whatever. We'll put a little thing together. We'll do our stuff. We'll do a little thing for the podcast. We'll have some fun.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Absolutely. All right, boys. Appreciate it.
Yo,
Dirty,
thank
we'll
you.
talk to you on the next one.
Yes,
Glad
sir.
you
See
guys
y'all,
do it.
fellas.
Thank you.